Stop scrolling. You've almost certainly seen parts of this story. Short clips of a streamer confronting strangers in public, explicit racial language captured on camera, a chaotic gas station exchange in Nashville, and a streaming platform that first hit pause and then pulled the plug. Those headlines are real, and they point to a recurring dynamic in IRL streaming culture where provocation is both content and currency. A creator known online as Chud the Builder has been the subject of multiple viral posts in recent days. The reporting we can verify shows the account tied by outlets to Dalton Etherly, a Tennessee-based IRL streamer who built an audience around in-person provocations. What landed him squarely in the mainstream was a cluster of short, shareable clips posted across Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and X that show him using racial slurs and engaging in confrontational behavior with people on the street. Those clips sparked a wave of resharing, reaction videos, and demands for action, and the platform response followed. According to multiple news outlets and trending posts documented in the available sources, Kick initially suspended Chud the Builder for 3 days and demonetized the account. As the clips spread and the backlash intensified, reporting indicates Kick escalated that suspension to an indefinite ban. That sequence, initial short suspension followed by a stronger penalty, is reported consistently across the sources we have, though an official public statement from Kick detailing the full internal rationale is not contained in the supplied materials. Parallel to the platform action, new footage circulated showing a tense confrontation at a Nashville gas station. Different social posts captured different slices of the same scene. In some clips, the streamer is verbally challenged by bystanders. In others, posts show the streamer being spat on or having his phone reportedly knocked from his hand. Multiple videos also show him calling the police. These gas station moments became the amplifying incident that pushed the story beyond streamer circles and into broader public attention. The raw footage that pushed this into virality is straightforward in its impact. Viewers watch short, repeated instances of the streamer directing racial slurs towards strangers on camera. Those slurs and the confrontational delivery are documented in the social posts and by outlets covering the story. The effect is cumulative. Seconds of abuse replayed across platforms create a clear public interpretation that the streamer was targeting black people and provoking harassment. That interpretation, supported by the content of the clips themselves, is what drove the immediate demands for accountability. Platform responses, as reported, matter because they reveal how networks handle repeat public harassment when it becomes part of a creator's recognizable pattern. Kick's reported escalation from a 3-day suspension to an indefinite ban, plus alleged demonetization, signals a calculus where initial moderation was deemed insufficient by external observers or by the platform as new clips surfaced. It's important to be precise. Our sourcing supports that reported escalation, but the internal decision-making notes or private warnings are not in the verified context, so we cannot speak to the exact conversations Kick had before each action. The creator response in the supplied reporting is limited. There is no verified public apology or detailed rebuttal from the streamer in the sources we used. That absence matters. When platforms moderate, creators sometimes push back publicly or privately. In this case, the public record in our sources doesn't include a sustained, verified counter account from the streamer that would change the factual balance of the clips and the platform's action. How did the internet respond? Loudly and predictably. Reaction creators remixed the footage into commentary videos, public figures, and ordinary users called for permanent bans. And some people attempted to locate the streamer in real life. There are posts documenting bystanders confronting the streamer in person. Clips of the gas station exchange circulated widely, which intensified the cycle. More eyeballs led to more reposts, which led to more reporting and platform attention. The speed of short-form distribution is central here. A few seconds on loop can generate a narrative that platforms then have to address in near real time. It's also crucial to separate what is confirmed from what is alleged. Confirmed by the reporting in our sources, multiple viral clips show the streamer using racial slurs in public. Kick reportedly suspended the account for 3 days, demonetized it, and then escalated to an indefinite ban. Confirmed in the circulating footage, a gas station confrontation involving the streamer, bystanders, and footage that appears to show spitting and a phone being knocked from his hand in some posts. Several videos show the streamer calling police. Not confirmed in the supplied sources any formal arrest tied to these incidents, the exact legal outcomes or police reports, and the internal logs or private communications between Kick and the streamer. A clear, low-level speculation worth naming. Creators who build followings on IRL provocation are frequently incentivized by immediate engagement. Donations, subs, and viral clips can quickly translate to income income. It is reasonable to infer that those incentives can shape behavior, encouraging escalation to maintain viewer attention. That inference is not presented as fact here because the supplied sources do not include verified financial records or explicit admission from the creator that monetary gain motivated specific actions. It should be treated as contextually plausible, not confirmed. Why did this particular controversy explode the way it did? Three simple factors converge. First, the content itself contained racial slurs and public harassment, inherently inflammatory material that triggers swift condemnation. Second, modern clip culture takes tiny moments and amplifies them across platforms, making private or local incidents into national viral fodder. Third, platform moderation that starts as a brief suspension and then tightens creates a narrative of escalation that keeps the story alive in news cycles. When those elements meet a creator already known for confrontational IRL content, the result is predictable escalation and public demand for accountability. There are broader implications worth flagging. Platforms must decide whether to tolerate boundary-pushing IRL streams that produce ad revenue and attention, but also real harm. Creators must reconcile performative provocation with the risk of deplatforming and real-world confrontation. And audiences need to remember that short clips remove context. While the footage here documents abusive behavior, the wider legal and procedural aftermath often remains murky in the immediate hours and days after virality. Bottom line, based on the verified reporting and the circulating clips in our sources, Chud the Builder engaged in public, targeted harassment that led to a kick suspension, reportedly escalated to an indefinite ban and alleged demonetization. Gas station footage showing a heated confrontation amplified the backlash, and the internet responded with reposts, calls for action, and on-the-ground confrontations. Remaining unverified in the supplied context are any arrests, full police reports, and internal kick communications. If you share or comment on these clips, do so responsibly. Short-form video strips context, and while the verified record in our sources supports the central claims of harassment and platform moderation, secondary details remain unconfirmed. If you want a follow-up receipts-style video compiling the public clips and citing timestamps and sources for each excerpt, that can be done under careful fair use transformation and clear labeling. For now, this is the confirmed breakdown and the measured analysis of why it mattered. That's the story. Sharp, public, and instructive about how IRL provocation, virality, and platform enforcement collide in real time.